Hey guys, Cameron Fields here. Now listen, really quick, I'm going to show you something that's going to be so powerful, and it's all about success, how to be successful, okay? And I learned this strategy from a mentor of mine, and I was able to apply this strategy and use it for my own benefit to basically be able to create a company and to gross over $1.4 million in only 12 months. Now, most people think that success comes from the outside, but really success comes from the inside, right? So if you are struggling in your network marketing business, or you're taking courses and you're not seeing the results, it could be possibly because of what I'm going to show you in this video, all right? And I promise you, once what I'm going to show you is going to work. You're going to see such a drastic change in your business by just applying what I'm going to show you in this video. Okay, so let's jump right into it. So what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the success cycle. Now, you probably heard this before. It's something that Tony Robbins came up with, and basically it's 4 elements. You have P for potential, you have A for action, you have R for results, you have B for belief, and underneath it I'm just going to put SI for self-image. Okay? Now, everyone has potential. Unlimited amounts of potential. Okay? No matter who you are, you have potential to make $300 a day, to make $10,000 a month, to make $100,000 a year, to become a millionaire. You have potential to become a millionaire. But here's what happens, okay? And the success cycle, works for you and against you, all right? So I want you to follow this because this is very powerful. It all starts with your belief, okay, and your self-image, all right? Because if you have a weak belief about yourself, you're only going to take but so much potential. You're only going to take so much potential. So you have, like I imagine, a buffet of potential. And most people who have like a low self-esteem or poor self-image, they really don't tap into their potential, their full potential. They only take a little bit of it, right? They only take a smidget of their potential. And because they take a smidget of their potential, they take a small step in action, right? And because they take a small step in action, they get really poor results, right? They get a small, poor results. And that really confirms their belief about themselves. It's kind of like saying, hey, I knew it wasn't going to work, right? And that confirms your self-image. I can't do this, right? I'm a procrastinator, or, I'm just not good enough. So those are some of the things that probably is going through your mind right now. I'm going to tell you something really quick that I've learned is that your subconscious is so powerful. 99% of your decisions are made by your subconscious. It's crazy, but it's true. All right. So how do you get this to work for you? If it's working against you, how can you get it to, work for you? And I'm going to share with you how you can do that in just a second. But I want you really to understand how this works. This can work against you and it can work for you. All right. So let's talk about empowering yourself. All right. So that you can have a powerful self-image. Now, because when you start to, have a powerful self-image, the potential, you basically tap 100%, right? You are all in the potential. I mean, you're just saying, listen, I got this, and because you have that potential, because of your strong belief, you're going to take, the potential, and you're going to gain massive action. You're going to get massive action. And because you get massive action, you get massive results. Okay, and because you get massive results, it just confirms your belief. It confirms your self-image. This is very, very powerful. So how do you go about doing this? So some people will say, well, it all starts from, building momentum, right? Because here's the deal. When I first started my company off back in 2011, in the beginning, it was kind of shaky, it was starting slow. But when I started getting people to come in and join my company, and things start to really work up, and I start seeing those big daily batch outs, I mean, it really woke me up. So my belief level, my self-image rose. So I started to do more, right? I started to tap more into my potential, and I started to take massive action. And because I was taking massive action, I was getting massive results, and it would just keep feeding my self-image to the point where I kept on, really tapping into more potential and taking more action and getting more results. It was just that powerful. And see, this is the same thing that's happening to you. So one thing that I want you to understand is this. Your mind cannot distinguish between reality and imaginary, right? So even if you have this imaginary barrier that most people have, right? Because fear is just an imaginary barrier. It's holding you up. The belief that you can't, build a successful team. That's just an imaginary thing, and that's holding you back from tapping into the massive potential that you have. And because it's holding you back, you're not taking the action that you need to take, and you're not going to get the results that you need to have to confirm your belief. So imagining yourself, okay, we call this the theater in your mind, all right? And this is very powerful. If you just take an hour or half hour, even in the morning or at night, and just imagine yourself, hitting your goals, seeing yourself doing it, believing that you can actually do the things that you want to do. Because here's the thing also too, if your self-image is not congruent with your goals, it's going to be so difficult. It's kind of like water and vinegar. You can shake it up all you want, but it never will mix, all right? Until you have it settled in your subconscious mind that you are going to make it, that you are going to become a multimillionaire, or whatever your goal is. If you can't believe that wholeheartedly, and I'm not just talking about you saying it, because that's part of it too, because saying it enough times, you start focusing on it, and what you focus on the most becomes your reality. I always tell people that. So if you are saying it constantly, yes, it's going to help you, but you have to see it. You have to imagine it. You have to believe it, because once you can believe it, you can achieve it. You heard that, right? Believe me, that came from somewhere. So having a system like this helps you to see where you're probably going wrong, right? And it all starts from your belief level. It all starts from your self-image. If you have a poor self-image of yourself, you're not going to really tap into your potential. And because you don't tap into your potential, you don't take massive action. And because you don't take massive action, you don't get massive results, and that confirms your belief or your self-image. So take some time today and write out some goals. And I want you to be very specific about what you want, whatever it is. If it's to build a massive team, I want you to write that out. I want you to write those goals out. But then what I want you to do is I want you to be very specific about it. I want you to say, okay, I want to have 100 people on my front line, okay, by the end of this year. If that's your goal, I want you to write that down. And then what I want you to do is I want you to imagine yourself going out there, doing the things that you need to do. And also too, after you write your goals, you need to have a strategy in place. As you have that strategy, imagine yourself every day doing those tasks. Before you get up in the morning, before you start anything, I want you to take some time and imagine yourself doing your daily task and being successful at it. And what's going to happen is subconsciously, you're going to start having a stronger belief system about yourself. Your self-image is going to be stronger. And because that is going to get stronger, your self-image and your belief level, your potential is you're going to tap into more of your potential, and you're going to start taking more action. You're going to get more results. And then that's when the momentum hits. And then before you know it, you're going to have this kind of like whirlwind of success. Trust me, this happens, okay? So I hope this video helped you out. This is really something that really is powerful, and it will help you. Trust me when I tell you. If you don't believe me that your self-image is everything, or your mind is so powerful, just look at some of the actors. I think it was Jack Nicholson was talking about. I forgot the gentleman who played the Joker, but he said to him, I told him about playing that role. Unfortunately, the guy died who played Joker in Batman, but when you get into character, your mind doesn't know the difference between a character that you're playing which is an imagination and reality. So it can take over. So if it can take over from an actor, right, just acting out, and they can get so caught up in the role, don't you think it can do the same thing for you? I mean, you could do the same thing, but have it in the way that it benefits you and your business, okay? So imagine yourself being successful. Write your goals out and have a strategy in place, and imagine you taking action every day, whatever that is. And trust me, your belief level will increase, self-image will increase, your potential, you'll grab more, and you'll start taking massive action, you'll get results, and it will just kind of confirm, and it will snowball. All right, so this was Cameron Fields. Once again, I hope that this video helped you out tremendously, because this is powerful. Trust me when I tell you, this will help you get unstuck and get to where you want to be. All right, I'll see you in the next video.